Hello, Satish sir.
Anita, namaste.
Satish
Yes,
sir, we
good
have to
evening,
send
madam.
official invitation to madam and other office bearers of CIP for
Yes, yes.
MLCon.
Yeah, sure. We are still there time. We will definitely. And
No,
they,
not
they will
time,
come.
sir. They have to book their tickets.
Okay, we'll
So,
send. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll send.
So, Central IP OB has to
Yes,
be
yes.
invited officially,
Yes.
sir, by
Yes.
email.
Yes.
Also, Maharashtra OB, sir. Maharashtra President and Secretary and Treasurer, sir. State chapter also.
Can we start
गांगुलिया
with the
सर
sign or
9:03 हो गए गांगुलिया सर
Start कर दीजिए.
Yes, you can.
यस
कर
सर
दीजिए.
प्लीज स्टार्ट
Yes. Good evening and namaste to each one and all. On behalf of Medical Legal Chapter of AP, myself, Dr. Himan Gangulia, Secretary, extend a warm welcome to each one and all to this last Thursday of every month, the day of the Medical Legal webinar. We welcome our respected faculty, Advocate Pawan Arora, Dr. M. Venkatachalapati, as well as today's chief guest, Dr. Aragala Bhaskar. He is a Vice President, CIP Central Zone. As well, we are very fortunate to have our CIP President, Dr. Neelam Mohan Madam, also joining this webinar. And it is because of her we could have the medical legal TOT at the Pedicon also. And we are soon having on TOT medical legal module also at Thane because of her all efforts and given to us by by Madam. As well as there are so many dignitaries who have joined here, Dr. Srinivasan, Dr. Jalil Ahmed, Dr. Alok Gupta, and so many dignitaries are there. As well as I welcome our chairpersons, Dr. Tarun Patni sir, as well as Dr. Piyush Jain sir, as well as we welcome our chairperson, Dr. Satish Sharma sir, immediate past chairperson, Dr. J.K. Gupta, Vice President, Dr. Samik Basu, Treasurer, Dr. Ashutosh Mahapatra, Joint Secretary Dr. Bela Verma, Joint Treasurer Dr. Anita Sharma, Scientific Convener Dr. Samir Sadavarte, and all 10 EBs of our medical legal chapter, as well as so many dignitaries present on this dais and all the attendees who are there on this Zoom dais for this today's session. With this welcome, I invite our chairperson, Dr. Satish Sharma sir, to give his opening remarks, followed by the introduction of chief guest and chairperson, and to have their blessings. Dr. Satish Sharma, sir.
Respected Dr. Neelam Mohan Madam, our dynamic National President in Indian Pediatrics. Madam has always been given us continued encouragement and support for our medical chapter. This we won't be able to forget, as Dr. Hemant said, the first time in the history, she started the module, this TOT in the National Pedicon. Dr. Kala Bhaskar, Vice President, IAP Central Zone, our distinguished expert, hello? Our distinguished expert for today's session, Mr. Pawan Arora, an eminent criminal lawyer from Punjab, Haryana High Court, Chandigarh. Dr. Venkatachalapati, He is EB member this year and national chairperson IBMS and our EB member of medical chapter. Our esteemed chairperson, Dr. Tarun Patni, one of the IIP most prominent and stalwart grassroots worker in IIP from Jaipur. Dr. Piyush Jain is his financial secretary at IIM headquarters, Delhi. Respected all our dignitaries, Dr. Belawara Madam, our Hemant Gangolia sir, Dynamic Secretary, Dr. Asutosh Mahapatra, our Treasurer, Vice Chairman Samik Basu, immediate past Chairman Dr. J.K. Gupta, Samir, Dr. all other senior, Dr. Srinivasan, Dr. Alok Gupta, Dr. Jalil, all other seniors, colleagues, a very warm welcome and good evening to all of you. On behalf of medical chapter of IAP, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you to our monthly national webinar, a flagship academic initiative of medical chapter of IAP. Today, medicine advancing rapidly, but so are the legal challenges. Healthcare professionals are expected not only to deliver quality clinical care, but also to understand their legal rights, professional responsibilities, documentation standard, cyber law, and risk management strategies. The best defense against medical problem is awareness, preparedness, and timely action. Today's webinar has therefore been designed with a very practical approach. Both session addresses issues that every practitioner is likely to encounter during his or her professional career. Our first session, Time to Bounce Back, Doctor Legal Right, Remedies and Practical Action, deal with an area that is often ignored in medical practice. Doctors frequently become victim of the violence, false allegation, malicious complaint, social media defamation, cyber crime, and unnecessary legal harassment. Yet, very few of us know what legal remedies are actually available and how to respond effectively. For this important topic, we are indeed privileged to have Mr. Pawan Arora, an eminent criminal lawyer practicing in Punjab, Haryana High Court, Chandigarh. Despite his extremely busy court schedules, other commitment, professional commitment, he graciously accepted our invitation to be with the IAP fraternity today. The topic he will cover: violence against doctor, filing FIR, how to file EFIR, preservation of the evidence, false criminal complaints, malicious prosecution against doctor, cyber crime against doctor, practical legal remedies. They are rarely discussed in any seminar and the conferences, medical conferences. Despite being highly relevant to every practicing doctors, these are never discussed. His practical experience from courtroom will provide us with invaluable guidance on protecting ourselves legally while continuing to serve our patient and with confidence. Dr. Pawan Arora, he has fighted many cases, criminal and civil cases and consumer cases against doctor from North India and has won many cases from the court. Our second session, Professional Indemnity Insurance. Protecting your practice before litigation begins against you is equally important. Litigation is no longer an uncommon occurrence in medical practice. While clinical competence remain our greatest strength, professional indemnity insurance provides us the financial and the legal protection that every doctor should understand. Unfortunately, many doctors purchase insurance policies without fully understanding what are the crucial aspects such as retroactive dates, AOI ratio, legal cost, consent to settle, exclusion, runoff, and adequate coverage. Many companies they are floating in India. Everybody claim they are superiors. So for this, we are fortunate to have Dr. Venkat Chalpati, an executive member of Medical Legal Chapter also, to enlighten us on this important issue. He possesses exceptional knowledge and practical experience in professional indemnity and medical risk management, because in their Karnataka state, they have created or they have developed a model for the indemnity from the IMA house. So we are deeply grateful for all your support. We are equally honored by the gracious presence of our chief guest, Dr. Arkala Bhaskar sir, an outstanding academician, dynamic leader, Vice President of Indian Academy of Pediatrics Central Zone. His remarkable contribution to pediatric academics and organizational leadership continue to inspire pediatricians across the country. Sir has been Central IPEB member 2016 and 2023, President of Telangana Pediatric Academy 2022, and Chief Organizing Chairperson of the Central Zone Conference 2026. I request, friend, the vision of the medical chapter is very clear: to empower every pediatrician with knowledge and confidence to practice safe, ethical, and evidence-based practice. Before I conclude, I express my sincere gratitude to Neelam Mohan Madam to be with us in this webinar, and all our office bearer of the Medical Legal Chapter, EB member, and each participant whose continuous support has made this monthly program very, very successful. With these words, I once again extend warm welcome to our Chief Guest, Dr. Distinguished Faculty Chairperson. And now it is my proud privilege to invite our esteemed Chief Guest, National President, Madam Neelam Mohan Madam, say a few words about this. Madam Neelam Mohan Madam, please.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. I'm sorry I barged in because I can't resist the good work you are doing. And as you all know, I just love to handle whatever relate the chapters whom I think need more. For example, I tried to do a lot of work for the emergency, for even whether it was, trying to handle and getting them lines, and then the palliative care, and now breastfeeding. We've planned something so good that you all will be very proud of the entire 6 days theme that has been done. So similarly, I always felt there's a lot to do for medical legal chapter. This chapter, as looking from outside, I can really appreciate that all those people who are in this are obviously have a lot of wisdom, whether it is Satish, whether it is Ambud and JB Gupta, and also the newer team which is being interested, Venkat and Chalapati and Bela and Samir and Piyush Jain and all, Tarun Patni, all of them we know have been showing a lot of interest in this field, which is need of the hour, and there is lot to do. I am very, very happy I did the module and that, but I wanted to in fact talk to both the president and secretary of the chapter, that there is much more in my mind about taking this to each place. I think there is a huge need for the awareness that needs to be. There's so many. So I will talk after this. I wouldn't want to take your time because I've barged in. But yesterday night at 2 a.m., I wrote down some points. And when I get up at 2 to write points, they're always very meaningful. And those points we have to connect Dr. Satishji and to remind him that there is more to be done for this chapter. And I think we can do. And I would just congratulate you for choosing Dr. Arakla Bhaskar as the chief guest, a brilliant academician and leader. And Pawan Arora, I'm just dying to listen to what he has to say. So, with those words, I want to say I'm always there. And some more brilliant ideas are on the way for this chapter soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for encouraging and inspiring word for us. Thank you, ma'am.
There is a need for everyone, whatever chapter they are to need you.
Yes,
Any
madam.
super specialty,
All
they
chapters they
need
need
you
medical
all.
legal
I
problems.
mean,
Yes.
so I'm going to do something which you will understand. It's going to be very strategically how to think about it. Let's talk.
Thank you, madam. Now I will request our chief guest, Dr. Bhaskar, to address the gathering and share his inspiring word. Dr. Bhaskar, sir.
Good evening, all. The highly esteemed office bearers of IAP National Medical Legal Chapter and our National President Neela Mohan Madam. On this occasion, on behalf of all 50,000 members of IAP, let us join in congratulating our National President for getting appointment to India 2032. And also, congratulations, Madam, for being bestowed the honors of a Best Pediatrician Award. And with this, I am truly honored to be part of this webinar and being chaired by Chairperson Satish Sir, Secretary Hemant Sir, and two distinguished chairpersons, Piyush Jain Sir and uh, uh, and also two distinguished expert faculties. And today we know that every case we see in a clinical practice is being seen as a medical legal case. And we practice under the shadow of fear of medical litigation. And the once very esteemed profession of medicine is being practiced under the weight of a litigation. It's not just a professional concern. We all know that it is also have its impact on emotionally and psychologically that will hamper in discharging our duties freely and frankly. Today's topics are very apt and necessary to our day-to-day practice, the legal rights and also the securing ourselves from professional indemnity, the professional indemnity insurance being dealt with Venkatachalpa sir, national tower figure in IMA circles and also our national EB member, my best friend, also a legal expert, Arora sir. And I'm really honored to be part of this webinar, sir. Thank you for inviting me. And I wish you all a very good learning experience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your blessing and best wishes for our medical legal chapter and this webinar. Thank you, sir, to be with us. And now I will introduce our the important chairperson, Dr. Tarun Patni. Please click the slide. He is well known to everyone. He is a grassroots worker of IAP, hold many positions in central IAP like joint secretary. He was in finance committee. He has been in CRC committee also. He is from Jaipur. He has been hold very post in Jaipur and Rajasthan, president of Jaipur Medical Association, president in Indian Academy IAP Jaipur, president of Rajasthan State, secretary Rajasthan State, and secretary in Jaipur. He has been EB member of Central IAP 2010 and 16, and president is medical is nursing home association in the Jaipur. And whenever anybody calls him for any medical problem in Rajasthan, throughout Rajasthan, he is helping all pediatrician, not only pediatrician but other fascia also. He is very popular pediatrician there. Sir, Dr. Tarun Patni. Then our
Thank
next,
you, sir. Thank you.
our next chairperson is Dr. Piyush Jain, Dr. Piyush Jain is very well known figure in Delhi, and he has been a grassroots worker in IMA, and currently he is the honorary finance secretary of IMA headquarters in Delhi. He is senior pediatrician, is the chairman of Genesis Neuro, the Center for Autism and Cerebral Palsy, the Neuro Rehabilitation Center. Is working very well in Delhi, very famous, and he has been member of Delhi Medical Council and president of East Delhi branch and president of IMA East Delhi also. And we will have opportunity to listen to him. He's a very motivational speaker. Thank you, Dr. Piyush, joining us today. Now I will request.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I will request Dr. Tarun to introduce our first speaker for today, Dr. Pawan Arora.
Yeah. Good evening. Thanks, Chairperson Dr. Satish Sharma, sir, for inviting me today as the chairperson here. We are grateful to Dr. Neelam Mohan. She is right there, and whole office bearers of medical legal chapter. You know, the current topic of today, the time to bounce back, is one of the most important thing which every doctor and medical science and modern medical science needs. We have done our best. We are one of the most regulated, self-regulated body in the world, but still lot of issues are occurring. And to discuss that, today we have one of the most eminent speakers, Mr. Pawan Arora, a leading lawyer, LLM, who is working wholeheartedly in this field and in criminal medical legal issues in state of Punjab and Haryana. He has a very illustrious career. He has done many types of work in case of medical legal field and has been a help to many of our doctor friends. So now, taking no more time, I will invite Mr. Pawan Arora.
First we'll introduce the other speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I will request Dr. Piyush Jain to introduce our the second speaker, Dr. Venkat Chalpaji, right now. Dr. Piyush.
Sir, you are muted. Please unmute yourself.
Unmute yours.
Dr. Piyush, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Satish Sharma. Good evening, everyone, all the distinguished faculty and leaders of IAP and the President Central IAP, Dr. Neelam Mohan, Madam. Thank you for inviting me to this medical legal webinar as chairperson. Dr. Venkat Chalapathy is a graduate of the Bellary Medical College and did his post-graduation from the Gujarat University, Shri Seth KM School of Postgraduate Medicine and Research. And he's a founder president of IAP Karnataka State Branch 2015, president of IAP BPS during 2016, organizing chairman of Bengaluru Pedicon 2016, and organizing co-chairman IAP National Conference Pedicon 2017. He's also founder and current president of IAP Chikbalapura district, and at IMA he has been the president of Chikbalapur branch of IMA and got the best branch award from the state. And he was the state president of IMA Karnataka 2021 and adjudged the best state president to the national level. And currently he's the chairman of IMA AMS, Academy of Medical Specialties, and doing wonderful and great work in that IMA AMS. And one thing is about him, that whatever responsibility is given to him, he is known for completing it in a very motivated and enthusiastic way. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Piyush. Now we start with, and I will request Dr. Samir Sadwate, our scientific convener, to start the scientific program.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Samir.
Yeah. So very warm welcome to all of you as a distinguished speakers here, respected teachers, seniors, my colleagues. Thank you for coming here on the last Thursday of every month, and we are eagerly waiting at 9 p.m. with some new topics. And this time the topic is very eminent one. And I personally feel everybody should know this thoroughly. We know a lot of about the knowledge we have. We talk about the respective fields, but we have very poor knowledge as such. I personally feel that medical legal knowledge has to be there. So protecting doctors, despite how we are doing the best of work, we still fall in the litigations, and we don't know many times why we are in that field and why. That's the reason we should aware about the law, and we should also about the professional indemnity. And definitely today's talk, I'm going to feel very clearly that everybody learns something new, and because of the speakers we are choosing every time. Dr. Satish Sharma, thank you for that. And let's not speak more about this part or for the healthcare for today. Alone knowledge is not sufficient. So let's go ahead and start the seminar once again. So respected back to the Gangulia sir. So please start feeling that we should get the first speaker for now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I will request our advocate, sir, to please give the talk, whatever is there. Yes, welcome, advocate, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Satish Sharma, Dr. Tarun Patni, for such a warm welcome. So I would like to share my screen. Just let me know when
Yes,
my
you
screen
can
is
share it.
visible.
You can share
Yes,
it.
Yeah, share.
You can share it, sir.
Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
yes, paradigm.
Yes, yes.
Current
Yes.
reality, fear, helplessness. Yes.
Yes.
Make it
Just
full
visible.
screen, sir. Make it full screen, sir.
Full screen बाकी है.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so today's topic is like quite something, I guess, new for someone's and quite familiar to someone's, right? Many doctors, trainees, senior residents, interns, staff nurses are not aware of the current legal paradise or the legal mechanism, how they have to work into, and what precautions they should take while dealing with any type of violence, malicious intent, any sexual harassment, anything related, or any bad mouthing, cyber fraud, any pressure, any undue influence, any coercion. They are not aware of it. So today with this session, my perspective is not to create a hostility situation between a doctor and a patient, but to protect them. How they can protect them and how can they can offer the best care to the patients. So starting with my first slide, as you can see, my topics for today discussion is time to bounce back, doctors' legal rights, remedies, and practical actions. In this whole session of around 30 to 40 minutes, I guess, you guys will have a, I guess you all are eminent. You will understand what steps we have to take, how we have to take, and what time period. There is a particular time period of 30 to, I will say, from 5 to 6 hours, basic time period, in which you have to take the action, preserve, and do everything. So now, starting with it, the first thing, the paradigmic shift. In past, many of you have heard from your seniors, let it be silent, it will attack you. This has become a notion in our practice. Let be silent on this, let don't disturb anything, let it be. But the current situation is quite different from that. At past, there was no computer, no social media, no Google review, nothing. But nowadays, there are things like that where people will badmouth you. Just give a bad review for a fee waiver, bill waiver, make fake allegation of mistransplant, wrong operation, anything, violence. Someone die in the ICU. You are there to protect your patient, but you have to first protect yourself. Then only you can give protection to them. Okay. So now, what is clinical complications are not crimes. Now, doctors are actually trained to prevent any mishappening to a patient, but first they have to protect themselves. A clinical complication are not crimes, but aggression, extortion, and vandalism are illegal. Suppose you are inside an ICU, okay, and something happened to the patient. You send yourself or your colleague to outside to tell the news to the family members of the patient that the patient is no more or that they are facing this difficulty. Someone comes, grab you with a collar. Now, what are your rights? Are you going to defend yourself? Are you going to punch him? No. You just have to First of all, stay calm in this thing. I will not tell you the legal jargons, nothing. I will just tell you step by step which you have to do the things first to protect yourself, to protect the property, and the legal remedies which need to be in your mind, because in tense situation, calmer minds make solution great. Now, first coming to the legal part, we have dual layer of statutory protection, which is first BNS Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and next second is different. Sorry. Now the second is every state have their medical act. Okay. Now I am coming from Haryana, right? So for Haryana, there is inner shield Haryana Medicare Protection Act 2008, and similarly that in different state. Total in 22 states, this act is there to protect the Medicare facility, to protect and whom are protected. Now I am using the word protected again and again. I guess I have spoken this word like thousands of times. Who are protected? First thing, doctors, senior residents, interns, colleagues, staff nurse, ward boy, everyone who is on the payroll of a hospital, of a payroll of a clinic, or working with a doctor are protected in this. Now, someone violence, holding you by your collar, punching you, anything, non-bailable. Non-bailable doesn't mean that bail will not be granted. It is a thing which states that police can't give them a bail. They have to go to a judicial magistrate or to a court, which is a metropolitan magistrate or to ADJ, anyone. They will grant a cognizable. Now, what is cognizable? You have many times heard, I guess, in your daily life, cognizable, compoundable, non-compoundable, bailable, non-bailable. Now, what is the word cognizable? Cognizable means a police have to take action in this. If you submit a written complaint, police has to take action in this. If police will not take action on this, there are different steps which I will discuss further how you can carry on, because police not taking action is not like dead end. It's a roadblock. Just a simple speed breaker, or you have to take a right turn or left turn accordingly. Punitive. There are punishment in this. Maximum strict penalty up to 3-year punishment imprisonment. I will tell you a case. I was defending a doctor. He was from the Hisar himself. Okay. One person has held him from the collar. And when he was holding him from the collar, he said, I will make you sure you pay for it. The person had a 3-year imprisonment with strict. There is a difference between regular, simple, and strict. Strict imprisonment, which means he has to do the hard labor, because why? He assaulted the first line of defense of our internal country system. Now, ultimate deterrent. I told you he has hold you by the collar. Your property can be destroyed. Maybe you are in the ICU. You give a news outside, and people will start bashing your mirrors, your computer. Property destroyed. Penalty. Okay. Now, how? If someone destroy property, what will you do? You will do? Fight with him? No. Write down what is your property cost. Save your bills. Like for example, you have buy a property, you have buy a computer, laptop, anything. Please save that bill. That bill will be very helpful for you in the near future if something bad happens to you. Because according to our Indian current law jargon, we have to give at least 2x. If anything happened to your property, the 2x amount will be given to you. Okay. Penalty after purchase price or double the market. Under Epidemic Act, I have mentioned value under the Epidemic Act. Now, why I have mentioned specifically Epidemic Act? Because there is Epidemic Act which not generally available to anyone. It's only available when there is an epidemic in progress. Like for example, when COVID-19 was there. If something happens to your computer, like at that time there was a shortage of oxygen cylinder, right? Anytime your oxygen cylinder is not there, someone bash. People have bashed the ICU beds, everyone. And that will cover the Epidemic Act. Now that also has more stricter punishment. There is 10 years. 10 years of jail. Now I am not going to like the 10 years milenge, 9 milenge. No. If a person is not able to pay that, then recovered areas from their land revenue. If a person has anything, any simple thing in their name, any land, any scooter, anything, movable, immovable property, that will be recovered from there. Now coming on to the next part, which is actually real world threat versus the legal shield remedy. Physical attack or assault. BNS section 151, voluntary causing hurt. Now I will not give you the exact wording or section. I will tell you to how to protect yourself. The institutional mandate. Main thing, we have to actually focus on this part. The institutional protection mandate, you do not fight alone. We are in hospital, we are in a clinic, there is a group of chan. First, at the management, you have to decide. If something happens to your doctor, who will communicate to the patient family member, or who will communicate, who will deneutralize the attacker first. Second, the one who is neutralizing will not safeguard the patient. There should be separate team who will take away the other patients who need daycare, who need protection. Separate area for that. You shift the patient there, be away from that person. Second. Third, now while doing all this, you have to maintain a calmer mind. You can't go aggressively, you can't confront him, bringing your colleagues, your staff nurses, anyone, because confrontation will bring a mass crowd, and mass crowd can escalate to anything. Make sure there is a less crowd there. I will tell you a personal scenario happened with me when I was in a hospital in Rohtak. One thing happened, someone has an accident, the doctors were not able to save him. They told, and then the whole family members of that person surrounded hospital. Even they bashed the receptionist, I guess. Her head was injured, her head was open, point blank open. And people were coming, confronting them. That this situation escalate their anger. First, don't make crowd stand there. Separate them. Make patients away. Make every person. Only one person should talk. Who has been authorized, or at point you think he has the power to deneutralize or to make the things calmer, right? Now 6 hours point, it is divided into three parts: T1, T2, T3. T1 0 to 5, T2 5 to 30 minutes, T 6 hour strike point. Now 0 to 5 secure. How you can secure? I told you earlier, just make everything locked down. Code you have, I guess, I have seen in different parts in movies. There's a code blue, code gray, everything. Have a code specifically for that. For example, something like a code red, violence, because it's a violence thing. Code red. Code red happens, immediately lockdown. Secure every entry exit. These things will help you. Secure the CCTV. That will come under the 5 to 30 minutes. Okay. Secure and every entry exit. Everything you need to be secure. Isolate, make a separate zone. Then activate the internal code purple. I have referred to code purple. You can have anything, code red, code purple, code blue, anything which you think is suitable for that according to your hospital organization. Now coming to T5 to T30 minutes, preserve. Now how you will preserve? You have to make sure, notify the management. First thing, you are not alone. In this session, actually you are not alone. You have a group, you have a team, you have a teamwork. You are not alone. Notify the management. You think whoever the superior, who has the authority. I will add a one point in this. If you think this situation is escalating very fast, then no need to get the prior approval of any management. Just call the police. Sir, this is happen. They are violent. There is violence in my hospital, in my clinic. I am not feeling secure. Please come and save me. They have to take an action. They can't just say, "अरे ये तो आपस हमारा होटल का internal management है, संभाल लो इसको." No, they can't say this is an internal hospital management thing. No, they have to come because it's come under the public interest. Okay. Second, secure the evidence. Many a times I have seen in the courts, the CCTV cameras are overridden. Statements were changed. Always secure the evidence. Never say this person came, he used abusive language. Always say this person came, he used this specific words in front of this person. In front of this, at this time, I was standing here, he was standing there. Give exact specific facts that will help you in the near future. Your present is going to save in 0 to 5 minutes. For future, you have to bend it at T5 to T30 minutes. Then medical documentation. Document everything. Any person who is injured, prepare MLR, medical legal report. Any person who is having any aggression, record that in CCTV. Push, struck, injured. These all should be located in their MLC, medical legal report. This is the main document. I guess many of you has been cross-examined in many criminal cases where you have been like this accident happened, blunt, sharp, like for example, 307 IPC, attempt to murder. Whether that was hit was a sharp or blunt. Blunt, oh, 307 is not there. How you can say it was attempt to murder? How you can say it was life-threatening? It was sharp, then it's life-threatening. Then medical documented everything. MLR, this will give you the exact fact whether the thing was sharp, blunt, anything. You have to protect in these manner. Then T from 30 to 6 hours. This is actually the strike point. This is the main point. I will repeat these steps again in a very small conjunction. Now 6 hours strike. मेन एक्शन, फाइल द इंस्टीट्यूशनल कंप्लेंट. आप इसको बीएनएस के अंदर भी डाल सकते, यू कैन फाइल इट अंडर बीएनएस एंड द स्टेट मेडिकेयर एक्ट. Always make sure that you analyze the special sections. You don't need to write. I am not expecting you to be an advocate here. I'm not expecting you to be a lawyer here. I am just expecting you to be an educated litigant who knows what happened with me, who knows how to reiterate it. Because during FIR, you will not contact an advocate. When police is standing there, you have no time to call an advocate. Sir, this has happened with me. Please come. He will say, I am coming. I am in court. I am somewhere else. He will come in what, around 1 or 2 hours. Till then, anything can happen. Other person can file an FIR first. Then it will be a counter FIR. Counter FIR has very less preference. If your FIR, your complaint is on the second number, then trust me, I have seen so many cases where doctors were punished. Their license were got cancelled just because they came second. That means you have a countered. You first thought, you consulted an advocate, and then you have gone through it. Okay. First, do zero FIR. There are two type of FIR: zero FIR, EFIR, and FIR. Three total actually. Zero FIR, any police station. You are, for example, right now I am in Chandigarh. Something's happened in Jaipur. Okay. My hospital is in Jaipur. I am in Chandigarh. I am doing a surgery. Okay. Something happened to me. I can file in Jaipur also. I can file that. Or something happened to me in Jaipur. I can file in Chandigarh. Zero FIR. Any police station need not to be in the Jaipur or Chandigarh. And Jaipur, Chandigarh, for example, I will state the example of Chandigarh. Sector 15 or Sector 17 has two different police stations. Okay. Or Sector 3. My hospital under the reach of Sector 15. But my resident is Sector 3 police station. I can file complaint in Sector 3 also. Later that will get transferred to Sector 15 police station. But you can file zero FIR anywhere. You don't need to think, yeah, which police station, under which jurisdiction I am, under which jurisdiction is my hospital, because many of us don't know. Even I guess many of it till now you don't know in which jurisdiction of your police station is your hospital, your clinic, your house, your office. Even sometimes not even doctor, even we as an advocate got confused. It's on borderline, either in Chandigarh, Punjab, because it's a tri-city. In which sector, in which police station do we fall? So zero FIR. You can go to any police station. Sir, these things happen with me. Please write an FIR. Give them a complaint. The EFIR. You can also go to the, like, I'm in Haryana, Chandigarh. You can go to Haryana police website, Chandigarh website, Chandigarh police website, Punjab police website. File an EFIR. Sir, these things happen with me. Then later on that acknowledgement number will come. There will be a specific instruction. Your complaint has been transferred to this police station. Even there is sometimes there is a number of an ASI, SIIO who will meet you and who will call you. Sir, we have received your complaint. Please come and talk to us. Don't get afraid from that. That means your complaint is getting progress. Okay, you no need to be afraid if you file an EFIR. The call of police might come 24 hours, between 24 to 40 hours. You don't need to get afraid. Oh, police involved. No, it's okay. It's for your benefit. It's really in your benefit. Now the escalation pathway. Now I have told you police will call. What if local police refuse to register your FIR? Now I told you it's not a dead end. It's just a roadblock. It's just a speed breaker in your journey. You have two options. First, if police, I will say SI, ASI, the IO is not SHO, is not taking it. Sir, this is my complaint. Kindly put in a diary number, write it, return it. Okay. Then first option, you can send it to superintendent or commissioner. Same day, DSP and SP office are open 24/7 in your district. You can go anytime. There is a window, sir. This is my complaint. The police of my local police station is not taking my complaint. Please take it. The SP, DSP will take that complaint. They will initiate that action. Second, now this thing also not work out. Then you can file even in the judicial magistrate also. Sir, I have given my this complaint. This is the diary number. I have given to superintendent. This is my diary number. They are not registering an FIR. Please register an FIR. Then you are in the court. There you have to just tell them on document effect which I have stated above from T5 to 330. But your CCTV, your bills, your everything, MLR, these things will protect you while we're in front of judicial magistrate. Why there should be an FIR? Only this thing can happen with you. Only these three things can save you in that. Mere refusal, I am telling again, is not a dead end. It's just a roadblock. It's just a speed breaker. Now, coming to the modern threat, like many of us, the youngsters, young doctors, whenever they try to open their hospital, their clinic, There are first thought, what if surgery gone wrong? What if I do the process clinically perfectly? Any unknown exception will occur. How will I? People will post on the Google reviews. Everyone see Google reviews before going to hospital nowadays. For example, I refer like Apollo, like this is a Max Hospital. This is good because the reviews are good on the Google. That's why I go there. What if somebody put a false review, some false comment? Don't indulge there. I'm telling you again, don't indulge there. Like you came, you are having cough, cold. No, this is against your professional ethics. For example, I am an advocate. Right now, you discuss with me anything. If later on you are not satisfied with my service, okay, many times happen, patients are not satisfied, the clients are not satisfied. Later on, you go to another advocate, you will post to someone, and then I come to no. This was your case, you have done wrong, you have done the wrong transplant, you have done the wrong operation. No, this is against my professional ethics. I can't disclose that in open public. Only when a legal requirement, then only I'm liable to discuss it. Same with you. Doctors and advocates are on the same page. We are here to protect the country. That's why you have to only just say a standard response, have a standard response. We do not disclose the patient details in public. Please, if you have any issue related to any surgery, anything, contact to a proper channel. You can submit your opinion, you can submit your complaint to us, your views to us. We will work on it. We will discuss with you later. Just give this. Don't engage into comment section. Don't tell your colleagues to reply on the Facebook message, on the Facebook comment, Instagram comment, LinkedIn comment, on Google reviews. No. Don't indulge. This actually will escalate. Have a standard response. Then what happened with you? What will you do? There are 4 pillars. Criminal defamation. Someone has posted a fake review online, right? Then you have commented a standard reply. But how will you protect yourself? Someone has done defame you. You have to protect. Now there are 4 pillars. Like there are 4 pillars of our country: judiciary, executive, administration, and press. Similarly, there are 4 pillars for you: criminal defamation, civil defamation, cease and desist notice, and intermediate takedowns. Criminal defamation under section 356 of BNS. Here, wrong operation, doctor not for due diligence. My operation was the right leg, but he did the left leg. Okay, these are the filing charges against individuals. Unproved, they are unverified, unproved things. And if today I can go to any hospital and type this, I came to this hospital on this date, and this has happened with me. No, this is wrong. I have no proof. If you indulge there, this will go against you. But when you go in the criminal defamation, the police FIR, you will state this in complaint. Sir, this is happened with me. Now, there are things that will protect you. Civil defamation. Now, there are 2 types of defamation: criminal and civil. Civil, where just you have your like goodwill lost. My sir, I have faced this much loss. My due to this, I have to cancel my appointments, my this and that, my operation. I have faced these problems. There comes civil. Criminal, someone hold you, cautioned you, undue influenced you, just to get a fee waiver, just to get a bill waiver. That comes the criminal. Now, cease and desist notice. What is this? Like this is a term which very less I will say doctor no, because I have seen personally when I am on the panel of many hospitals, I am the panel of the many organizations which treat these type of things. Whenever I ask, have you given cease and desist notice? They say, sir, what is this? We never know what is this. Please tell us about this. So actually, this is the main thing which you have to notice. Formal legal demands for immediate deletion, unconditional apology, and retraction. Whenever something posted online, any comment, any review, any post, give them a formal notice. If posted from an anonymous account, send that on the anonymous account message. DM them. Sir, cease and desist. Please remove this. Otherwise, we will go to the court. Otherwise, we have to take the legal action. If this thing then not work, this cease and desist notice don't work, then you can do intermediary takedowns. You can directly approach High Court in this. No need to go to a district court. And High Court, you can directly approach forcing platform like Google, Meta, X, anywhere, Reddit, Quora, anywhere. Sir, these things happen with me. These are the wrong. These were the records. Now in the court, you can show, sir, these are the records. For example, this is my record. This is my case file. Then I can show it in the court. Sir, these are the records. This patient came for this. He said he is having cold and cough. We give him this medicine. We have asked, do you have any allergy on this? He said no. There is a particular no in this. We have not cautioned him. Now he has not disclosed any allergy to this medicine. How do we know? We are not God. We are treated like God, but we are not God. There, then you have to tell them, sir, these things need to be taken on immediately. The court will issue the notice. You have seen, I guess, many of you have seen personality rights notice issued by Delhi High Court. Delhi High Court, Bombay High Court, Punjab Haryana High Court, West Bengal High Court, Calcutta High Court, which is these guys, these high courts issue personality rights issue. Your hospital is your personality. Your clinic is your personality. You yourself is your personality. Any review against hospital is against your personality. Intermediate takedowns. These were given only sometime one day. John Doe order. There is an order which is called John Doe. John space DOE. John Doe order means against anyone. It is against anyone on the unknown world. Now, cybercrime action card. I told you about the EFIR. Any cyber fraud happening. Many times cyber fraud happen also to you. We are calling from this. We are on the video call. See, our person has died, our patient has died. Now, what you can do? Call, don't get panic. There is also, I will just shift from, particularly from this to another aspect, cyber jail. Sometime a fake police person will call you with a fake judge on the VC. You are on the digital arrest. Sir, don't need to worry about. There is no such thing about digital arrest around digital VC, nothing. Only through court verified links video conference happens, and there is no digital arrest procedure in any country, not even India, in any country. So just call, sir, okay, cut the call 1930, sir, from this person, from this number, this person called me. They are saying I'm digital arrest. I am facing cybercrime issue. Please register my FIR. Okay, please register my complaint. Or you can also go to cybercrime.gov.in. This is actually, I will say, this website is too good. You action has taken very fast, very diligently. If you are in Haryana, Punjab, you can go to CM window also. File a complaint to the CM window. CM will personally take action on this. That will give to the CM, and that will now get transferred to the lower. When something come from the higher, they will take action very fast. Okay. Now these are the sections. You need not to be worried about it. I'm not asking you, be an advocate, to learn word by word, line by line. Just state, I'm stating again, just state what happened with you, in front of whom, who said that, actually what, who, where, how, when. These are things which you need to focus. What, when, where, by whom, how. If you can reiterate these 5 questions, you will be safe. Definitely. And I'm again saying, please don't wait for getting approval, discuss with your colleagues, or this is happen, waiting for the approval from the hospital. Counter FIRs are not that much applicable. Counter FIRs are very vague things. Even though you are true, it will take you ages to prove them. Actually, ages. Now, confidentiality trapdoor. This is something which I will always say. I have told you earlier, this is the line which I have actually, you can guys please screenshot it, please copy it anywhere, so guys you can use it in the future. We maintain strict confidentiality standards regarding all patient care and encourage formal dialogue through official channels to resolve any concerns. You can have, if you want a longer, I can give you a longer one too, to protect more deep. This is the basic crux. Have this, please screenshot it, please have this with you every time whenever something happens online through digital media. This message is sufficient. This message is actually sufficient. You don't have to go anything between that, because this is a trapdoor. If you reply with the patient, prove them wrong, violation, you can get even someone, even when you go to the court, sir, I have replied this thing. The court will say, oh, okay, these things happen with you. We okay. But how did you disclose? Were you under any legal obligation to disclose anything? No, sir, we are not. Then how do you medical license at good counsel of many doctors? I have seen that personally. And I feel so bad for them there that time. They were just protecting themselves. So please don't indulge with the person directly. Always choose a safe option with a gap. Because that person has nothing to lose. Nothing. Zero. Shunya bata nil. But you have everything to lose. Everything. Each and everything. Your career, your responsibilities, your life, everything. Don't involve with that person directly. Now, protection against unfounded negligence. What is unfounded negligence? I really want to, like any of you can give me a little bit help of that unfounded negligence? What do you understand by unfounded negligence? Anyone, please? Okay, I guess. Chalo, let's see. So, unfounded negligence. There is actually a case law, Jacob Matthew versus State of Punjab, landmark. It has been upheld by Supreme Court. Unfounded negligence. For example, you have done a procedure. Someone has came to you, sir, we are having a heart attack. Okay, you have that all ECG, that trapped, and everything, and you found these are the complications. You have to all due diligence, which need to be taken care in a normal prudence, but still something unknown circumstances happen. You don't know what is going inside a person's body. You can't x-ray it with your eyes with anything, particularly anything. Unfounded negligence. You were proper, your due diligence were proper, but still there was something happen. That is unfounded negligence. Means something which you can't address in a normal prudence. Something unexpected happen. So police cannot casually arrest a doctor, slap criminal charges in negligence claims. Okay. Now I'm not saying sometimes doctor do negligent, but still in that point, police cannot arrest you directly. There is a medical board. First, they have to take permission from there. If that board say that yes, this doctor was negligent in their work, in their surgery, in their case, then only police can come and arrest you. Otherwise, don't. They can't. I will give you a perfect example of this. A person of Hisar. I was discussed with the Dr. Satish later on, just some days before on this issue. He was on the panel of a hospital. He later on gave his resign and started his practice in Gurgaon only. Then later on, some sex determination test has happened in that hospital under a police raid. The police has arrested that doctor on the ground. His name was on the panel, but he has changed his address. He has changed his practice point. Now he's not practicing in the SR. He's practicing at that time only. He was practicing in the Gurgaon only. The Punjab Haryana High Court has specifically stated just due to mere delay and latches on the part of admin department does not give that you are negligent. This is an unfounded negligence. Delay and latches cannot be put on a doctor. But I'm again saying don't go for the counter FIR. Delay and latches in the counter FIR don't work. This only works when you are true and correct and the first stand. The doctor was given anticipatory bail and later on that FIR was quashed against him. It was against total 8 persons, 7 are still in the jail. The doctor is out, no FIR against him. The boomerang effect of counter weapons. Incoming patient receive threats, false cases, social media campaigns. Now how you can file immediate criminal charges for extortion? For example, now how come extortion? What is extortion? Somebody is coming, waive the bill or I will put a fake review. I will make a video. Nowadays, I guess videos are getting viral on Instagram, Facebook very fast. Anyone will come in person and say, hey, I'm in this hospital. This was a doctor. My brother came from the left leg operation, but the operation was done on the right leg. Nothing has such type of happen. This is extortion. They are just doing to get the waiver. You will file a complaint, sir, extortion is happening with me. Please save me. Police will come. They will save you. They will file a case against that person. Criminal action for making false charges with intent to injure. For example, someone has just say, I will slap you. I will punch you. I will kill you. This will come under this. Just remember what, when, whom, where, how. These what, when, whom, where, how will protect you anywhere. Now hitting them in the wallet. They are trying to get their wallet heavy. You can hit them in their wallet. Strategic compensation and civil retaliation. I told you earlier, 2x payment, civil retaliation, your goodwill is withdrawn, your cases are, now there are less patients on coming to you just because they are afraid, and you have cancelled your appointment, you want to go to somewhere, you can't, there is an FIR against you, you cannot be issue passport, you cannot go outside the country because many times court imply this condition on your bail, you cannot leave the country without the due permission of the court. And trust me, getting permission from the court is not that easy. It will take from head hair to toe to get a permission from the court to leave you from the city. The country is very far. Even to leave from a particular city, it will take so much effort. So much effort. So that's why I'm saying always make a gap, then proceed with the things. Because 0 to 5 minutes will protect your present and future. From 5 to 6 hours, you are protecting your future. But first, you have to give protection to your present, which is come under 0 to 5. Make a gap with that person. Take other patients away. Take other patients away. Make a secure area. Then only you can do something. I have also written, make the attacker bear the cost of their own medicines. My property is damaged, my computer is damaged, my ventilator damaged. Ventilation bed are so expensive. I have seen that. I have personally know that. Even the monitors, the ICU monitors, the small, even I guess, the small equipments of you. Sometimes they came so heavily out, so you have to import it, export it somewhere else. They are also expensive. Record everything, save the bill, especially of the bills which are came, especially of the things which are coming from outside India. These are things which are not easily available. We know the medical treatment in India is very cheap comparing to other, but still our expertise is cheap. But things which we get from outside are way too expensive. We can't afford it again and again. Now, these are 4 cases. Supreme Court Shield. Bolam versus Ferric. It's a very old case, 1957. The which said a standard care. Medical men skilled in the particular art are not negligent affecting according with the practice accepted. I have read it first part, the second part first, the first part later on, because you are a medical man, you are skilled with the practice, but any unknown circumstance can happen with you. You are also a human. You are just treated like a god. So please be rest assured on this. If you have proper documented everything, you have followed step by step of everything which you have learned, the skills, the textbook arts, the practical arts. If that is done step by step, please be ensured you are safe. Yes, uh, for a timing you will face hurdles. You have to go, you have to prove, but trust me, you will get out of it. I have seen people getting out of it. This is from my experience. I have having experience in this field from the last 6 years. I'm practicing from last 6 years. I know how these things happens. The ultimate filter, Jacob versus Matthew versus State of Punjab. I have told you earlier. Now, Dr. Neeraj Sood versus Jaswinder Kaur. Actually, this is the case which 2024, which give the effect to the first Bolam versus Ferin. In this case, recent information to the Bolam versus Ferin was given that medical men cannot be expected to know any unknown prudence, any unknown circumstances if they have followed. If remember, wherever there is a come, but if and but, you have to be very careful. There is a if and but in this, you have followed the proper due care. These are the things you have to need comment. Document everything. Everything should be documented. You know what happened with you, who did this, when did this, how, in front of whom, and you have documented your step by step. Because I have seen many times video goes viral on the Facebook. Doctor was not there. Doctor was doing this. This has happened. I came from this. He gave me wrong injection. He take the surgery of my left eye need to be done. No, you have to do it very sincerely, very diligently. Document everything, sir. He came from the left eye. This is the report card. This is the what I will say the slip which we issue. Okay. He came, he said he's from the left eye. That's why I've done the operation of the left eye. But always be aware, don't rewrite it. Don't do once thing is written, don't rewrite it. Rewriting are caught very easily. Please be aware of these things. Do anything in your presence, in presence of someone. Don't have any time rewrite anything. Any rewritation will be caught and you will face some difficult charges. I'm not here to create a fear in your mind, a fear of terror in your mind. I'm here to support you. I'm here to give you guidance. Never rewrite anything. The golden rule of evidence. This is my last slide. Here I will end my big monologue. Always have accessibility key, which are the crucial. Electronic evidence, CCTV, audio clip, WhatsApp thread, screenshot, everything. Make it secure. Make it have copied. If you are, don't just, CCTV also will make a point here. There is a case in the Supreme Court where there was a CCTV recording, but it is not the exact CCTV recording. It was from the mobile phone. The CCTV recording was going on the TV. They recorded from the mobile. Supreme Court, sorry, we are not able to maintain. Why? This is not from the original source, sir. Section 63, BSA, which state the recording should come from the original source. Save the original source. Copy the data from that CCTV. Upload in your drive. Save it in your pen drive. have that original source with you. That's why I specifically mentioned section 63 of BSA, 65B of Indian Evidence Act. It talks about electronic documentation, electronic records. There we write in this certificate, this is record from taken from this website, this is the device, and it is as it is original. Don't record it on your phone. Okay. WhatsApp threads, if anything's happened, export the chat, save the chat. Don't, even sometimes screenshot are very difficult to maintain, very difficult to like prove in the court of law. So have that chat export with all documents, bills, anything exchange between you and the person who is infringing things. Have that with you. Retention protocol, hospital DVRs, CCTV system must configure to retain footage of minimum. I have written here 30 to 60 days. Anything happens, don't just have the video of that particular incident. Have before and after. Always take a gap of 10 minutes after, 10 minutes before. These things were happening. We were doing our normal work. Every step was followed. Suddenly these things happen. Then how things get crucial, how things get miscarriage, how things got disturbed. And then after neutralize that effect, how things take time to get back to normal, which we were doing earlier. Before, main act, after. Have these things. So that's all from my side. If you have any question, any doubt, please, I'm very much delighted to answer that.
Very wonderful talk, and Dr. Pawanji. Very wonderful talk.
Sir, I am
And
not doctor. I am
yeah,
not doctor.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
sorry. I'm not
Mr.
doctor.
Pawan, yeah.
I am
Mr. Pawan.
advocate, sir. I am
Please,
not
By,
doctor.
yes.
May I request everyone, please finish the second talk first, because once you start asking questions and making about the comments, it will take another 1 hour or even more.
Right.
So let's go ahead with the second speaker. Hello. May I request Dr. Venkat Chalapati to start his sessions? Everything is yours now. Hello. Sir, are you there, Venkat Chalapati, sir?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Yeah,
I'm very
okay.
much here.
So please start your screen now. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, you can see my screen?
I'm
No,
not. No, sir.
no, sir.
Oh, okay. One second. Let me see. It is. Ek minute. Now, sir?
No.
Hello?
No,
No.
sir.
You can start sharing once again, or
One
first
second.
open the slides.
Stop sharing and then start sharing again.
अभी हो रहा है, sir?
नहीं.
नहीं, एक minute. Oh, I don't know why. It's not getting shared.
PPT open है sir desktop पे?
First open it in desktop, sir.
Yeah. Open हो गया है.
Open है ना?
And now then you start in the sharing.
Yes.
हो रहा है, sir?
Start.
Yes, sir. Now started professional indemnity insurance. Yes, protecting
Yes,
your
sir,
practice.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One second.
Yes, sir.
Make it full screen.
Yes, sir. Yes. I'll go for the slideshow.
Yes, sir.
हो गया, sir? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
sir. Good evening, everyone. At the outset, I would like to thank our National President, Madam Dr. Neelam Mohan ji, and very important, the chairman of the IAP Medical Legal Chapter, Dr. Satish Sharma ji, who has guided me, and all other office bearers of IAP Medical Legal Chapter, Dr. Hemant Gangolia sir, and today's chief guest, Dr. Arkal Bhaskar sir, and the other, my good friend, Dr. Piyush Jain and Dr. Tarun Patni, and all other pediatricians who are there on this platform. It gives me immense pleasure to be on this platform and to talk to this very important topic of professional indemnity insurance. Gone are those days when doctors were thought to be the next only to God, Vaidyo Narayana Hari. But now the things have been changed. Even with a drop of a hat, the patients can go to multiple courts for the same case, not 1, 2, 3, even 5 to 6 courts. They can go and file cases on the same incidents. That being the situation, and you all know one of the landmark judgments Kunal Saha versus AMRI Hospital, this award will definitely send chills down the spine rather. A Supreme Court awarded 5.6 crores as compensation with 6% interest for 15 years, which will be 11.41 crores. And this is a humongous amount, and I don't think anyone can withstand that kind of a financial onslaught. Being this the situation, we have to take care of our profession through indemnity. That is the reason for today's talk, and that is the reason why we need indemnity. Not only that, the very famous law school of India University in Bangalore, which has done a study in 2016 and documented a whooping rise of 400% in cases related to medical negligence filed in consumer courts. And 10 to 15% cases were genuine, with the doctors being found guilty, but remaining 85% cases were not so. Majority are due to improper consent or inadequate documentation. But once a case is filed, you can imagine the mental status of our doctors. So that is the reason that I think we should have indemnity and support system. Many times we see this indemnity being introduced or exchanged with the term insurance. Insurance is having like indemnity is a principle within the insurance. So let me tell you what is insurance first before I delve on indemnity. Insurance is a practice or arrangement by which company or government agency provides a guarantee of compensation for specific loss, damage, illness, or death in return for a payment of a premium. In some sense, it's a thing providing protection against a possible eventuality. So what are the types of insurance in India? What we see is life insurance, that is a major chunk of insurance sector. And we have general insurance like motor insurance, fire insurance, health insurance. But today will be discussing more about indemnity insurance. In fact, the professional indemnity insurance, where we are concerned as doctors serving the society. There are other insurances also. Rather, I was also surprised to know while searching the literature, the body part insurance. In fact, as recently as the football FIFA match got over, I came to know that the legs of the star of Argentina footballer, Lionel Messi, has been insured for $900 million. So you can imagine, his legs have been insured for $900 million, and Portuguese footballer Cristiano Ronaldo for $150 million. So body part insurance also is a very important insurance thing. Since we doctors have a huge responsibility and we carry all this responsibility on our shoulders, we don't have today any press, media, public, or politicians supporting a genuine cause of doctors. Many times we see. So that is the situation. I think we have to save our skin through indemnity like policies. So what is professional indemnity insurance? A policy that protects professionals against claims of negligence, errors, or omissions. So why it is important? It shields against financial liability from lawsuits, maintains professional reputation, offers peace of mind in high-risk professions. So key features of professional indemnity insurance are: it covers legal defense costs, compensation for claims of professional negligence or errors, protects against a breach of confidentiality. It is worldwide coverage can be taken, and many times optional add-ons could be there. So having said that, who are all the people or which are all the professions that require this kind of insurance? Number one, as doctors, we should have lawyers, accountants, IT consultants, software developers, architects, engineers, financial advisors and consultants, any professional offering services that could lead to financial or reputational loss. And we being pediatricians, we are very much vulnerable. So high pediatric vulnerability makes us to go for this kind of indemnity, and we should go. Pediatric cases carry heightened medical legal exposure due to high emotional stakes, where the anxiety will be running high in the parents, and long-term disability liabilities are always there in pediatric care. In severe clinical outcomes, compensation claims can run into crores. And an example is a delayed recognition of hyperbilirubinemia leading to chronic stress can result in a lifelong cerebral palsy claims, making legal defense costs very, very exorbitant. And financial and legal safety nets to be created by indemnity, because even meticulous doctors face frivolous lawsuits. Professional indemnity shields your personal assets, covers legal defense counsel fees, and pays court awarded compensation if negligence is proven. And an example, one more example is a rapid onset of pediatric bacterial meningitis, which could be presenting initially like any other viral fever, and later on trigger allegations of a delayed diagnosis and mistreatment, and the patient can go to court. Who should be covered? It should be individual doctor, hospital, a group insurance, various forms are there. I think individual doctor, as individuals, it is our responsibility to take the cover. So covers the solo pediatricians, outpatient pediatric consultants, and private practitioners for actions performed in their individual capacity, and we are supposed to take a cover as an individual doctor. And clinics and nursing homes, particularly, many of us would be running our own nursing homes. So we have something called as vicarious liability for errors by employed nurses, duty doctors, pharmacists, and lab staff under our establishment. So our nursing home as a whole also has to be covered under indemnity. And multi-speciality hospitals, they have some institutional policies, and they have usually a master cover. And there is always a notion that I am going to some hospital and the hospital has got some insurance. Will that protect me? And it is always no, because hospital will not include you if you are a freelancer. That's what I mean to say. An independent pediatricians visiting multiple hospitals, the hospital insurance that the hospital has taken may not always include you because you are an external freelancer. So as I said, we can compare the individual versus institutional versus group cover under various parameters. This is a very, very important slide, which I want everyone to just have a look. The primary target in individual policy will be a single doctor or a single pediatrician. It covers only one single doctor. Whereas in an institutional policy, it covers the whole staff, the nursing home staff, the NICU staff, the whole hospital is covered in the institutional policy. Whereas in association of group of like say IMA or IAP, the society members, if they are enrolled into these schemes, they are covered as a group. And vicarious liability, only if your qualified staff is specified, they are covered in individual policy. But it covers all hospital employees when you take an institutional policy. But in association, it varies by group scheme terms. Usually, it is very difficult to get a vicarious liability in a group association policies. And choice of legal counsel, yes, I have the liberty to choose whichever the advocate I want. I take an individual policy. But in institutional policy, hospital management decides whom to hire. But in association, normally we do have this panel of advocates. So only 3 or 4 panel of lawyers we keep, and most of the cases that happen to our members, we always refer all those cases to only those 3 or 4 lawyers who are there under our payroll or under our panel. And as far as portability is concerned, yes, it is valid across all the locations wherever I go when I take an individual policy. But when it comes to institutional policy, it is restricted to named facility only. What I mean to say is, for example, some hospital XYZ, which has got multiple branches. So by taking one policy, all the branches of the same name will not be covered. So that is what I mean to say. And in the association group, it is valid across India for all the members. And all the members who are enrolled as our life members of that association and also enrolled into the scheme, wherever they are practicing in India, they all will be covered. And premium cost, it is usually a standard market rate for individual policy, and it is usually higher depend on the volume in the institutional policy. And as far as group policies are concerned, in IMA or IAP, rather it has to come in IAP, but in IMA we have highly discounted bulk rates because the volume is more. So we have very discounted rates, and more than anything else, because most of these schemes are run by doctors, for the doctors, of the doctors. So there won't be much working expenses of administration. So thereby all that cost cutting happens if the schemes are run by the groups of professional organizations. Then after that, normally we have a doubt how much to cover or how much should be my sum assured. So I refer to 2 or 3 companies. Most of them are of this opinion, like general pediatric practitioner must have a minimum of 50 lakhs to 1 crore sum assured, depending upon the area where he is practicing, whether in a metropolitan city or a tier 2 or a tier 3 areas or in a rural settings. So depending on that, he can go for a policy of sum assured of 50 lakhs to 1 crore. But definitely, if you are taking care of some NICU and PICU where there is high risk of mortality and lot of procedures are being done, then there is a grave risk of lifelong infant impairment claims, then I think they usually advise to go for 2 to 5 crores. And factoring the inflation, courts also will evaluate compensation based on compounding loss of future income across a child's 60+ year expected lifespan. So all that has to be taken care of. Only golden rule what I would say is always align your sum insured with the highest risk procedures you perform and not just routine OPD volumes. So if you are doing some high risk procedures or high risk operations, I think that is the candidate where he has to take a higher coverage of insurance or indemnity. So what things that we have to look into when you take a policy? So these are the critical policy clauses to check before you sign on the dotted line. So number 1 would be a retroactive date. What does that mean? It covers claims arising from treatments rendered in past years, provided you have maintained uninterrupted policy renewals. Missing even a single day resets this date to 0. What does that mean? Say I have started taking a policy since 2000. So I have been every year in time I am getting renewal. So even if I get a case in, say for example, some negligence cases happened in 2004 and the patient files the case in 2006, I am covered with this retroactive date. But in other scenarios, say for example, in 2020, I've started a policy and by mistake in 2023 or 24, I have delayed my renewal by 1 or 2 days. Then that is, there will be a break. So after that, even if I take a policy also, my policy date will start only from 2023-24. And if the case has happened in 22, then I have to pay from my pocket whatever the award comes, and no policy, no insurance company will come to my rescue. Got it? So that's one thing. Second thing is any one accident and any 1 year. This normally is the insurance terminologies we do here. That means to say 1:1 ratio allows full sum assured for a single claim, and 1:4 ratio caps a single incident claim only to 25% of sum assured. So what does that mean? So if I gone for a sum assured of 1 crore, and if I have taken a ratio of 1:1, and if I lose a case, and all that money will be paid up to 1 crore as a single shot to the patient. But if I have taken 1:4 ratio as a capping, then even if I get an award of 50 lakhs and if I made a sum assured of 1 crore also, the insurance company will release only 25% of that sum assured, because according to the ratio what I have opted is 1:4. So even though I have assured for 1 crore, only 1/4 will be given for that one case. So all these have to be kept in mind. Legal costs and defense expense sublimits. So you have to ensure advocates' fees, expert witness testimony charges, court appeal filing expenses are paid in addition to or inside the overall sum assured. That means to say all these expenses have to be taken care within the sum assured. So after this part 1, let us see what is there in part 2. So consent to settle clause. This is very important because standard insurance clauses allows insurers to settle out of court to save costs. See, for example, if there is already an expected award of say about 3 or 4 crores, which the company may not feel to give, but it has got various other means to tempt the patient and draw him to a negotiation table and settle it for a very low price, they will go for it. They don't bother about the reputation of the doctor also. So this is a very important. Say, for example, if the patients agree for 50 lakhs, definitely company will go and grab it instead of paying 2 crores when the award comes. If they sense this thing going to happen, definitely the company will go with a direct negotiation with the patient and settle it out of court. So that is what it means. So in that case, what is our demand? We have to ensure your policy mandates your written consent before any legal compromise or financial settlement is offered to the claimant. So this is what that means, that consent to settle clause. So before your case is settled without your knowledge, they cannot settle. So they have to take your consent. The company has to take your consent to settle your case. That is the clause you have to look for. So tail coverage and runoff cover. What it means? Protects against claims filed after you retire, take a career break, or close your clinic for services rendered during active practice years. Say, for example, you started your practice in 2010. So you are going to planning to retire in 2016. So any cases which happen during the running period. So if the case is filed now, if you have got this tail coverage, you are safe. So you have to specifically mention that you have to get a coverage for extra 5 years of your policy in spite of you stopping your practice. You have to pay some premium amount extra so that after you stop your practice also, you will be given a coverage for 5 years. And in the meantime, if there is any case that is filed in the court of law for the action or the incidents that has happened before you retire, the company will take care of it, and it should take care. The insurance company will provide you all the necessary protection. Coming to hitherto, I discussed what are all the things that were included. Now let us go into things which are not included in policies and they are not covered as such. So zero inclusions are like whenever you are doing some illegal acts or some intentionally you are doing some harm, they are not covered. So criminal actions and intentional harm. So criminal medical negligence is strictly excluded. Then intoxication and substance abuse. When you are treating a patient, you should not be under the influence of any of these things, and something goes wrong and it is proved in the court of law, then insurance companies will not come to your rescue. Unregistered procedures. Performing procedures outside your registered medical consultant networks. That means to say what majority of them are doing for a given case. If you are doing, then the policy or the company will come to your rescue. That is what it means to say. And also state council license scope. So you should work within that scope. And unapproved cosmetic treatments, where it is not indicated medically, you are undertaking some cosmetic or aesthetic procedures where it is medically not required, then also the insurance company will not help if something goes wrong. Choosing a reliable insurer and a third-party administrator. So how to choose a good or a reliable insurer? Even though with all those things, the other things also we have to look into. So tomorrow if something goes wrong, the company should settle your case. No, that is very important. Keeping that in mind, client settlement ratio, what we call CSR, it should be very high. If it is very high, that means to say that company comes to your rescue. So elect companies with proven track records in medical liability claim settlements. Sometimes they say that 90% of claim settlement ratio is 95% and more is a very good company as far as claim settlement is concerned. Dedicated medico-legal panel. This is also important. Some companies which provide legal services also, they should have expert legal advocates who are well versed with our medical negligent cases, or they should be regularly attending the consumer forums or medical council courts. That's what it means to say. So that you ensure the insurer has a seasoned advocates specialized in consumer forums and medical councils, so that it will be very easy for them to take up your case. Turnaround time. So fast initial response time when a legal notice or court summons is served. So turnaround time, that means once you inform the company should respond very quickly to the court notice or legal notices that you have already shared with them. And no hidden subminutes. Check for caps on lawyer fees or expert witness allowances. So sometimes some companies would have some capping on lawyer fees. So you may hire whichever the lawyer, but if the fees crosses their limit, then you have to shell it down from your pocket. So important IRDA insurance regulatory authorities and also medico regulations are immediate notice duty. This is what is mandated from each one of us. So IRDA mandates notifying your insurer immediately upon receiving a legal notice or patient threat letter prior to responding. So it's always better instead of we responding, when you have already taken a policy, always it is prudent to inform the company, the insurance company, immediately once you get any kind of these kind of legal notices or letters from the patient. And the impact of Consumer Protection Act 2019 also to be looked into. Allows claims at the complainant's residence location, increasing the geographical legal exposure. What does that mean? So today a patient from Assam comes to Bangalore and shows to me, but he goes back to Assam. According to 2019 amendment, he can file a case in Assam and pull me to Assam court. So in that case, I am exposed geographically to such a vast area. Legally, I am exposed. So this is very, very important. We have to keep in mind after this CPA 2019 amendment. Insurance ombudsman, this is one more advantage. If your insurer unfairly rejects your indemnity claim up to 50 lakh, you can approach the IRDA insurance ombudsman to address your grievance. So coming to the last couple of slides, the common misconceptions versus practical reality. We usually say, as I said, hospital policy covers me. So I am visiting multiple hospitals. I feel and very, very like misconceived that all these hospitals will have insurance. I will be covered, and it's not so. Practically, it is not so. So 85% of risk you are exposed, in fact. And second thing is I think that I have got 15 years of experience so that I am safe. This is also not true in certain cases where, because we are treating children and infants and neonates, and we have treated them during their neonatal period. When they grow up and if they see something wrong, they can file even at that point of time. That is the reality. Group schemes are enough. So as I said, some gaps are there in group schemes because it is run by the IMA or IAP, or even for a group insurance also, certain things are to be borne by the insuring individual doctor. Personal indemnity is enough, and this is also not true because hybrid covers are always good factually. Individual cover and also facility where you are working or your own facility, both have to be covered, and that should be the gold standard. And the standard recommendation is a personal standalone policy combined with the group membership provides the strongest legal shield. So individually also we have to take a policy, and also group where we are working or where I have started a hospital group insurance also should be taken for a strong legal shield. So it is always better to be safe rather than sorry, seeing at the amount of award money that is being now awarded in many courts against medical negligent cases. And I taken one example from Karnataka Professional Protection Scheme because I am the office bearer here also. We started this scheme almost 4 or 5 years back, where with a small entry fee of 3,100 plus GST, we give a legal support and also an award money, if at all, if we lose the case, award money to the tune of 1 crore in the initial year. And then onwards, subsequently, only mandatory annual subscription fee of 500 will retain your membership and all conditions hold good. If at all, if any award is there to any of our group members, then that part has to be shared with equally with everyone. That is something like spreading the collective liability. That's all. So protect your practice today. So a proactive professional indemnity policy is not an added expense. It is your essential peace of mind in modern pediatric practice. And these are actions to check in, like to verify the AOA or AOY ratio and check your retroactive date, whether it is there in that company and in policy. Confirm written consent settlement clause, as I said. Ensure staff nurse vicarious liability is explicitly attached in your policy. Then, to conclude, professional indemnity insurance is essential for safeguarding your career and finances. It provides protection against unforeseen legal claims and ensures business continuity. Choose wisely by assessing your risks and understanding policy terms. Thank you so much for your valuable time. If there are any questions, so I will try to answer.
Excellent
Excellent
talk.
talk. Both
Yeah,
talks are
yes,
so excellent.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Very
Thank you,
clear.
sir.
Dr. Neelam Mohan, madam first. Dr. Neelam Mohan raising hand, madam.
Yeah, I have the first talk I missed a little bit, but I have one query. You had said that don't overwrite. That part I want to say, but not overwrite. Suppose the truth, which was like maybe something has been not represented, not overwriting, but if there is a space and you remember, oh, you have counseled the attender. So if you just write, most of the time the writing which is done is you write that you met the attender and you spoke to him, something like that. Is that allowed or not?
Ma'am, I understand your question. So basically, in this, whenever we go into court, we write your affidavit. Okay. At that time, we will cover that. That part will be covered at that time. But on the main records, you don't need to edit it. As I've seen already in the question, someone was asking whether the advocate, client, or the other parties can get the document. They will get the document by the RTI because their documents. It's on the private info, their public information. There, consult to them. They can get that. Okay. So if you rewrite anything after that, that will cause hamper to you. But in the court of law, whenever we are submitting your evidence, your affidavit, your case, we'll put that in that. Because these sometimes people will talk, these are the afterthought, discussing with the person. Okay. So we have to mold it in a correct way.
Right. And regarding the second talk, what I wanted to say was, you said that, and it's for both the speakers, you said that if you've had under the influence of alcohol or abuse, then you're not protected. What is the number of hours? Because I was in IIM Ahmedabad, and they had given this case wherein the media that it was all about social media they were talking. So I don't know what happened, but the case was given as social media, where suppose the doctor who operated next day on an appendix or something, but a night prior was with his friends and there was a glass of beer in his hand. So there is, and आदत होती ना कि you post it on the Facebook with friend,
Ma'am, I
whatever. So
understand you.
there, so
I
there was
understand
a
your question.
photo. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, you go ahead, madam.
Yeah. So there was the doctor had posted a photograph in social media with a beer in his hand or whatever with his friend. But the next day he operated and an appendix case or whatever, and the case died. So in the newspaper, supposedly Mumbai or Maharashtra, the title was "A Drunken Doctor Kills the Patient." Like obviously it will sell story. So my question to you is, what is the definition of drunk, and how many hours you have to say that you should not have drunk before? I mean that you put it. No, that's why I'm asking.
Ma'am, the time limit is actually 12 hours, basically. It is of the
Okay.
standard time, 12 hours time, because this time will take to dilute the alcohol in your body. Okay. So as you are saying the drunken doctor, you already said selling story,
No, that
right?
is the story that came in the newspaper.
Yes, ma'am, that's why the story is sold.
Hmm.
Everyone remembers now.
Yeah,
So actually,
correct,
this is the
correct.
place. This is the place now. Drunken doctor.
Hmm.
Your image got defamated. Now it's a
Correct.
newspaper, so we can't go against them. But we can go against the person who has told them that. There comes our
Yeah, but
protection.
the person himself had posted in the night. So 12 hours is what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. 12 hours.
Because I think pilots का भी 12 hours होता है ना?
Yes, ma'am. Same. Pilots and doctors for same.
Pilots का
12
भी.
hours. Yes.
ठीक. That's what. So this was very interesting. And second is Venkata Chalapati. You raised a very important question. I had given you the work in the EB, you and Seren and two more people, to work on the indemnity and tell what is best among all. So many were there. And there are so many people whose mails keep coming and we are forwarding. By September, we wanted a presentation to be done. Even if you're not available because of your IMA commitment, you will have to give the presentation and talk to
Yeah,
you, do a meeting so that we
Trivedi,
get a thing and finalized. And you
yeah,
want to
Sandeep.
give us a message that besides the private, we should take individual. That's what you're telling, right?
Yeah, yes, madam. Yes, madam. Yes,
You
madam.
said despite private, take individual. That was
Individual
very
का एक
important.
one individual coverage is a must. But added to that, if you are running a hospital or if you are going to multiple, it's always better that you are moving with your staff. Better to take a coverage for your staff also.
Right. Coverage for your staff means your junior consultant.
उसका हम जिस whom you are who all are working under our management or under us.
This is
Always
for the
better to
own
take a coverage.
institution.
Yeah, own
This
institution.
own institution,
Yes,
not
sir. Yes,
somebody
sir.
else's institution.
No, not somebody else. Yeah.
Can we ask question?
So
Thank
first
you
finish
for the
the questions
opportunity.
asked here, because it will be injustice otherwise then, because many hands are raised here. But I personally feel first start with the question which you are asked here. So first thing, I'll congratulate both the speakers. They spoken very rightly. So questions to Aurora sir here first. Like you have mentioned about the timings about 0 to 5, 5 to 10 minutes and all. So do you feel that sometimes police can come very early, sometimes takes delay time to come there? So by the time the police arrives there, the first thing they do, I always feel, is they take all the records. And if you have not written your records or papers, so do you have enough time that you can finish the records later on, or once the police sees all the files, particularly in the case of violence? So how to go ahead here? That one person should write the notes, other person should defend, third person should talk about to the police. So how to graduate among all these things together, and how much time really we have to write the notes, particularly in case of violence?
But first thing is that can police take the records without a court order?
Yeah, Dr. Arora, sir.
Yeah. Sir, I'm not a doctor. I'm
Yeah.
repeating it. I'm not that much qualified like you. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a mere advocate.
Yeah. So, Dr. Chalapati, please comment on this part if you can able to proceed. Right. How much time we should finish our writing notes so that everything will be in the smooth direction? Sometimes it happens that violence is so bad happening and you're not able to write the notes. So do you have some particular time being, or can you submit your notes later on?
Sir, if you, I can answer
Or
on
anybody,
this
an
point.
expert comment also is okay,
Well,
but let's see
I
first
can
here.
answer on this point, sir. This is a legal point. I
Can the
can.
police take the notes?
No, can't. They can't take your notes.
We should not be parting with the original records
Yes. Original
unless
record will be in your.
unless by the court's order, and we should never hand it over to the police or the
But they have
advocate.
liberty to take all the medications,
No, sir,
instruments, what
no,
are
sir,
things
they
which
don't
are
have.
there.
Unless a written remand is there, they cannot, because
Can
that
our
is a
time,
site of crime. They cannot remove anything from there.
question to Aroga sir. As soon as we have violence in the hospital, immediately we call 100 number. And
Yes,
sir had already mentioned that you should first file a complaint in police, so the counter complaint will not be taken care. So the complaint of dialing 100, the time should start immediately. May the
yes,
police register FIR or may not register. There may
yes,
be hundreds of reasons in delaying the FIR registration. But the first
exactly,
complaint, we call 100 for our protection. And
exactly.
I think so that the time should be calculated from that moment to save ourselves that we have made a complaint. Though let the FIR get registered later on. So any
Sir,
comments,
Exactly.
Advocate Aroga sir?
yes, sir. Yeah, you are telling us you can call the 100. The time will start from there. Okay. When you call the 100, a PCI will come. Or two or three police officers will come. They are the rank of the head constable or the mostly head constable. Okay, they will come to you. They will ask what happened. Then mere calling 100 means you are calling the police dispatch. They are dispatching the police. They are not from the police station. They are just the PCR, which revolves
Yeah,
around your area. They will
yeah,
come, they
yeah.
will write your complaint. Then they will send a RUCA. RUCK, it's a RUCA, it's a legal word, which sent to
Mm.
the police station. Then a police officer from there will come. But your action start when the PCR arrives, when the RUCA is sent, because you have intimated the first thing, not from the calling of the 100, from the time the police has came to your hospital and they have sent the rukka or you have give them the information. As Dr. Sameer has told, has a question already, he was talking about document records and everything, right? That's why, sir, I have told earlier, have separate branches. The person who will delegate the threat first, second the person who will maintain the record, third, if the person who is maintaining the record is free, is eligible, and is competent to talk with the police, he has some legal knowledge, then he
Yeah.
should be involving. Otherwise, if he is not, then a person who has that knowledge, who has that confidence, because people get anxiety. They can get anxious while talking to police because police, I am saying, even you are on a white collar, police will use a derogatory language against you. Police don't see they are a local person or doctor. They can use a derogatory language against you. So a person should be of calm mind.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
So
and,
more,
and calm mind comes with the support of the our colleagues. One or two persons should be always called, and we should always take them anywhere when we do the FIR. That is most important.
Yes,
one more
sir.
question for Dr. Venkat Chalapathy now. We'll move
Yes,
forward
sir.
first. So insurance
Yes, sir.
companies denying particular insurance because they feel it is a criminal negligence has happened and now they are not registering and not helping the client. So how to go ahead and in these cases, particularly for the insurance companies denying now to help the client
The
or doctor
criminal
there.
cases, they won't cover. It's very obvious. I told you also, criminal
Yes.
cases, they won't cover.
Criminal case not
Definitely. Not covered, not covered.
Yeah.
No question of going anywhere. You have to fight it on your own. Criminal cases, insurance
So
companies
we
will
have
not cover.
What
we have
I
a
think
definition of all criminal cases. What is the definition?
The definition of ma'am,
What
what? Sorry, I
criminal
didn't
case?
catch.
What is the
criminal
definition for
criminal
a criminal
liability or
case?
criminal cases.
Ma'am,
Involved are different in the civil and the criminal cases, the BNS
And
section.
whatever comes, sir, Dr. Devraj Raichur speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever comes under BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, whatever comes under that is a criminal case.
Yes.
And there are other laws also where there is punishment included, fine or imprisonment.
other than BNS, fine or imprisonment, if the punishment is there,
State Special Act,
then
sir.
it is,
That is a state
yeah.
special act.
Yes.
No, that is,
And
they're all indicative of criminal cases. Specifically speaking, if the offense is against state, then it is a criminal case. So state will be the person who is dealing with it. So those are all criminal cases. Individuals, it is civil case.
I think what Dr. Samir is asking, later on, if it is proved that this case is not criminal, then the insurance company should compensate for that case?
Yeah, other way around, yeah.
Yeah, other around.
Yeah, if it is not
Yeah,
criminal, then the
if
insurance
not
company
criminal, then
obviously will
naturally,
have to.
naturally. If you are proving it's not a criminal, obviously company has to pay, it will pay.
But till that time, the doctor has to bear the all legal litigation
Yeah,
charges.
he has to fight all alone. That definitely, sir, because
One more interesting question here. Is the family liable after the death of the doctor? Because we have heard about this just recently, certain things are happening in the court. So a case going on, previously we used to say the doctor died, everything has been closed now. But in certain specific cases, it's not happening.
Recently one case has happened where the family, I think property was attached because of the doctor's
Yeah, so motivation
negligence.
actually is coming now. That is very sad story happening.
sir,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. So
Because
do we
of that
continue
case.
doing the
I-
insurance for next 4 or 5 years?
I like to add
Even
a
after
point
death
here.
happens.
Yeah, tailgate. Yeah, that's
like-
what we have, the tailgate coverage.
Tailgate
Always
coverage,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have one question
Yeah.
to
Dr.
Dr.
JK.
Pawan. I have one question to Advocate Pawan Arora. Sir, actually, you have mentioned that uh, in case of defamatory allegations or defamatory remarks in social media or otherwise, notices should be sent uh, defamation suit, criminal or civil, may be lodged. So actually, when there is a defamatory statements and simultaneously litigation is also filed, so one should respond after he is absolved, or one should file a defamation case straightway.
Sir, first of all, you have to give a notice to them. Okay. If
Yeah.
they are removing it, if they have removed it, then it's good. If they are not, then you can initiate your legal proceedings. Now, coming on to defamation on criminal and on civil. Now, actually, these are two different things. Now, I will have to go a little digging into this part. Coming on to defamation, which is criminal, you have to get certain things which affected you physically or an action through that. You got defamed, but your body got harmed, you got injury, there was a threat to you that you will get injured. This is a criminal defamation. Civil, you lost your client, you lost your goodwill. Okay, you have to pay the bill, anything, damage to your property. These are the things which include in the civil defamation.
Sir, may I seek a kind of explanation or clarification regarding this? Because actually, as far as criminal negligence and civil negligence it is concerned, it is not the amount of physical damage, it is amount of negligence. So actually, I am also legal person and even doctor person as well. So actually, as far as I'm knowledge that. The gravity of negligence or gravity of the defamation calls for criminal defamation, not the
Sir,
physical damage.
Sir,
Am I
I
right,
was
sir?
not going. I was not going from the side of the doctor of the criminal negligence and the civil negligence. I was talking from the side of the other parties, from the patient party that time. When
Yeah.
I coming to the part of the doctor, it's always like the degree of the negligence which he or she was pertaining to
No,
that.
sir.
Either
Sir, actually, sir, just listen a minute. Actually, similarly, criminal negligence and civil negligence are two terms. Likewise, criminal defamation and civil defamation are two different entities. And in criminal negligence, it is amount of negligence which is responsible, not the amount of damage. Like similarly, in criminal defamation, it is amount of defamation. It is not the physical damage, as far as I have knowledge. So please clear about it. And my question is that when civil litigation or consumer case or litigation has been filed, and simultaneously the person is making defamatory allegations in media, social media, then we should wait once I'm absolved, or I've won the case, or should I file case in between?
Sir, for the statement which are making made during the lispendency of the case, as you are aware of the terms, you can directly approach the High Court under civil writ petitions that my personality rights are being harmed. This person should be stopped first. Second, coming on to the part of the criminal negligence, criminal defamation, civil negligence, and the civil defamations. I talked not about the physical damage actually happened to you. I talked about both actual and threat. Threat comes under definition of the degree. You have a threat. That's why I've told the criminal definition there, points out.
So should I wait till our case is over, or
No.
should I
No,
file
no, no, no,
a
no.
defamation
Between
suit in
lispendencies, you
between?
can go, sir. Between lispendence
Okay.
of the case, between the pendency of the case, you can file the civil writ petition in the respected High Court for the protection of your personality rights.
Sir,
Okay.
you
Thank
said
you, sir.
very correctly, sir, you, excuse me, sir, you said very correctly to approach a high court. Can it not be possible at district court? What is the particular reason for approaching high court in such scenario? Because
Yes, sir.
Dr. Gupta has correctly made this point that nowadays it has become fashion. If something happens to their patient, the first interest of the patient parties is to defame doctor on Facebook, social medias, and newspaper for very worst issues which are not bothered, which are not concerned with the health of the patient as well. So defamation has become a big challenge for the doctor. Now, for such defamation, should we go directly to High Court to stop such nuisances, or we have some option at District Court as well?
No,
Dr.
sir.
Shyam,
You
actually, I
don't have.
differ from the opinion of Pawan Arora ji. Actually, for going High Court, actually, we should have a ground, and we usually go in form of writ when our rights, legal right or fundamental rights has been infringed. In such cases where personal allegations or defamatory allegations have been made, I personally feel that we may file a litigation or we may file defamation suit, either criminal or civil, in our district jurisdiction also.
Right, right. But what I think Advocate Aroga has some fantastic idea regarding stopping such nuisance activities immediately. What he's talking about, that we should stop such nonsenses immediately. I think maybe High Court is having some superpower for that.
Sir,
So
the
maybe
Sir,
he's
power
guiding
is of
better
the.
us. Maybe
sir,
maybe
sir,
Advocate
in which,
Aroga is going to guide us in better way.
Arora sir, actually, in which jurisdiction we should go to High Court in such
Sir,
cases?
under Article 19, as the Constitution of India states, you have the right to freedom to business profession. And doing and any defamation that comes under civil writ petition, which is the fundamental rights under Article 226 and
Okay,
227 of the Constitution of India.
okay. Thank
There
you.
you have
So
the
let's
right.
go ahead, sir. Sorry, I have to interrupt now because we have very little
Actually,
time. We have
and
multiple
my
people
next
are here.
question, Dr.
Please,
Samir,
please,
please.
Dekavta sir, wait for
No,
2 minutes.
actually,
Sorry.
my next question is to Dr. Venkat. So, Dr. Venkat, actually, you have nicely told about professional indemnity. So, sir, actually, please let us know that having individual policy or having a group policy from any association, which one is better? And if there is a group policy, what conditions should one association have for having best negotiations with such indemnity insurance company?
Sir, that's a very nice question. One is the first thing is that you said individual coverage. Yes, we all should have individual coverage. That is one part that most of the companies give, most of the private companies also give. But coming to the policies issued by the IMA, for example, so IMA will give policy. There also we don't cover the vicarious liability is not covered there. There also we give only the individual cover. But here it is that उसमें क्या होता है कि the whole system is run by the doctors and for the doctors, the working expenses and the premium is very, very, very minimal compared to a private company. Say, for example, for 1 crore, the premium would be in a private company, it'd be somewhere around 15 to 20,000 rupees, not less than that. You will agree with me. And that keeps increasing every year. Whereas in, for example, Karnataka Professional Protection Scheme, 1 crore we give both legal and also the award money to the tune of 1 crore rupees. Got my point, sir? And
How
one
much
more
you are
thing is,
charging in Karnataka for 1
Sir?
crore?
1
How
crore
much?
3,100 rupees is the entry fee. That's the registration fee for 1 year. Then after that, it is only 500 rupees plus the GST. So
for risk
that is how it
coverage,
works.
sir. Sir, for risk coverage.
For legal support and also the award money. If at all, if we lose a case, the award money will be paid by the IMA KPPS.
Because of the sorry, I have to interrupt now. We have shortage of time. We still have Devraj Raichu sir and Mila madam. Dr. Jagabgupta sir, please. Hello.
But you are, sir, one small
there
clarification.
is
But if you are
question,
running a
actually, it is
hospital,
for-
I have got my own hospital I am running. But for that, I have taken a third party from the New India Assurance. I have covered all my gadgets, my staff, my Aya, my pharmacist, everyone I have covered with that also. So I have got that also.
Actually, I would like to add.
Dr. Jagabgupta sir, please now wait for please 2 minutes.
Actually,
We
it
have
is
to finish. Sorry,
important.
please wait. Please wait for 2 minutes.
Important.
Hello.
It is important issue. It is important issue. Actually, just let me complete. Actually, I would like to add that in group insurance, one may have additional benefits which can't be achieved in individual insurance. Number one is certain clause like redressal committee clause. Because redressal, if there is a redressal, you can't individually fight with the insurance company. Number two, the other clause which can be achieved by group insurance, it is out the settlement, out the court settlement, OCS clause, because individual insurance is not there. So actually, I preferably suggest that we should have a group insurance and it should be advocated or it should be designed by associations. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, now we have to interrupt now here, please. Now, please allow Dr. Devraj to ask simple question and then followed by Dr. Bila madam. We have very little time still remaining, is almost 11 p.m. Devraj sir. Hello, you are mute.
Sir,
you are mute.
Unmute.
Dr.
You have to
Devraj.
unmute.
Please
Dr.
unmute.
Devraj, you have to unmute.
This question is to advocates regarding correction of the documents, because many times what happens is during while writing initially, there may be incorrect writing and that has to be corrected maybe within few minutes. So at that time, the standard guideline that in many places we follow is that just put one line so that the what is written in the background is visible, then make the correction and reasons for the correction and sign it. So we still will not be knowing whether this will go for a medical legal case or it will be just a non-case. So this is what is the standard that we are following. Your comment on that, sir?
Yes, Dr. Devraj, you are exactly correct on this point. I will say you will say within a minute. It's continuous time. There is a no break in this, because I have seen I have seen a question is a different pen or something like that. It's a same pen, same speed, same handwriting. So that is not challengeable, because at that time we can argue, sir, this was written. There was lots of patient there. We have written it, but later they can we have clarified it. This medicine need to be given. This is the process which is completely fine done, but you don't need to overwrite the exact writing which you have.
So one line which which makes the background scene and correction.
Correct.
I'm not able to get to it. Please.
Yeah, I said that you don't totally make the what is written before invisible. Make it
Yes.
visible with single lines.
Yes, and do this
across
and
the-
do your
yeah.
initials and do your initials,
Yeah.
sir, also.
Yes.
A small initials.
And maybe if it is relevant, mention reason for correction.
No need to mention the reason, sir. That can be part of your internal recording, internal noting. Okay. There's no need to be as such. That will be dealt later on.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Bila Madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I wanted to know in case of defamation, a civil court suit, we can file within 2 years, right? Unfortunately, we are told that it will take 10-15 years for your court case hearing to come. So why do you want to waste your time, energy, and everything? And you may ultimately win the case, but then you have so much stress. So I want to know regarding this, is there nothing like a fast track court for defamation where a person has suffered so much of mental agony, anguish, and as you said, it has affected the working, the reputation, the standing in society. So I wish to know regarding that because I have my defamation suit ready. I have served a notice, but yet I am being advised, of course, in a good way by my lawyer that, ma'am, why do you want to stress yourself for the next 10-15 years? I just want to know, I want some advice on this.
Ma'am, I'm really sorry, but you are technically, practically correct. Your defamation suit will take around 5 to 7 years. Not listed regular listing, but it will 5 to 7 years. It will be a mental toll on you. I will agree on this. It is to sometimes just to protect yourself for a shorter period because many times what happens, these type of cases get compromised, ma'am. Okay. So if
Hmm,
the other party is too rigid, then it will go up
hmm,
to 5 to 7 years.
hmm.
But earlier it can be get compromised, ma'am. But you are technically very correct. It will take around 5 to 7 years, can be 10 years. If I complete both the judicial level, the junior division, and the session judge.
But what about the amount of, what do you say, depression or
That we
society,
cover.
this thing that I have undergone? Who compensates for that?
Ma'am,
Let
I'm
me.
sorry, I'm sorry, but I'm really sorry. Whenever we do the drafting, we always ask for such compensation amount about the depression, the mental anxiety, and everything. Okay, we write these things, okay, in our
Hmm,
draft.
hmm, hmm,
But it's up to the court how much they consider it. How much, whenever I write any amount, they will not giving me that. They will give me
hmm,
less. Okay,
hmm, hmm,
but
hmm.
you will get it if in the end it goes till the end, you will get it. In compromise, we will also ask if we have faces this loss, you have to cover for it, ma'am.
Actually, money can't compensate all this, but still, I was
That's
just
true,
wanting to
that's
know
true, I'm really
because
sorry, that's true.
I just feel helpless that our judiciary works so slowly that it
Yes.
takes 10 to 15 years, and the stress that one has gone through really cannot be explained or expressed to anybody.
I
So,
I
anyway,
totally
thanks
agree
a
with
lot.
Bega madam. I totally agree with Bega madam. What I want to say, I think the in lawyer community there is a tendency to demotivate doctor regarding defamation cases. They say it is very difficult to win and it is time consuming. So it is very depressing for the doctors. They have been defamed so badly, and on top of that, they can't fight it also. So. Advocate Agoga sir, if you can suggest and if you can motivate us, all of us doctors, thank you.
Sir,
Rightly
Yeah, I
said.
have just left it to God
agree.
and karma round.
Sir,
I have become very philosophical.
But
Still
Karma is
wait
very
to
important
see
thing apart from your
God's
own
justice.
blessings.
Dr.
Yeah.
Bela
Pardon?
Madam, Dr. Bela Madam and Advocate Sir, it has been said rightly by Dr. Bela Madam, but at least we can give the notice. At least give notice.
Yes, I have given
By
notice.
giving notice, most of the things gets resolved. But give notice and then wait and watch. And whether to go for 10 to 15 years, then we will have time to decide. But at
No, no,
least
but
what should
you
be
have
done?
only 2 years. You have only 2 years
No,
ma'am,
no,
three,
to
three,
notice,
file
three,
the
three.
notice
case.
immediate.
Ma'am, 3 years, 3 years,
3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
Okay.
And
Okay.
So
Dr.
sorry.
Piyush have asked the question about the guidance on it, but I'm sorry, I'm taking just
Yeah, yeah,
last
that's
as I'm
okay.
really
Okay,
sorry.
that's
That need to be
please.
discussed. Sir, you can just go first of all for them again saying for your personality rights. Okay. If personality rights are protected, then no one again can ever do that. That one incident can protect your whole career. Just go for that, lock that point, and you will done. Civil case can go from 10 to, as Bela ma'am said, Dr. Bela ma'am said, for 5 to 7, 10 years. But personality rights will get protected within, I guess, 3 to 6 months. Max.
How to
That will
go
take.
for it? How to go for it? Can you guide?
Sir, High Court, CWP. You have to go to your relevant High Court, your state High Court, sir.
Under section 19.
No, not 19, sir. Under Article 226
26.
and 227, where we file the CWP. In that, we put an Article 19, which says protection, freedom for business and profession anywhere in the country, sir.
Okay.
I think
So now,
you can wind up.
sir, Satish
Piyush
sir,
Jain,
please.
sir. Dr.
Yes.
Piyush Jain, sir, please. Dr. Piyush Jain, go ahead.
So respected chairpersons, Piyush Jain, sir. So
Yes.
please have your expert
Thank
comments.
you. Thank you. Both the talks were excellent and very crisp and very doctor friendly. And I just comment on a second talk, that indemnity insurance. Nowadays, there are many companies who are providing indemnity insurance, and newer companies are coming. And we doctors, we never see most of the points which Dr. Chalapati has mentioned, Venkat Chalapati has mentioned. And one of the very important point is the low premium. So my advice would be, as Dr. Chalapati has also said, that for individual policies, if we are not taking a group policy from IMA or IAP or anything, any other society, we should not go for the low premiums. We should go about its features, because there are so many things, that extent of coverage, exclusions, inclusions, claim settlement record, legal support, quality services, adequacy of the sum insured, and companies' responsiveness. That is one of the most important things. So we have to see each and everything. And it is, in today's scenario, it is very difficult to study so many points. So it is always good to go for a group insurance run by some society or some medical association like IMA and IAP. That IMA Karnataka branch is doing a wonderful job. So the best thing about that is the premium is less. That's one point. But there are so many doctors. Someone will see one part, the other one will see one part. So there are group of experts who can devote time, which a normal doctor usually doesn't go. So wherever possible, we should go for the society, as IMA or IAP bound type of indemnity insurance. Thanks to both the speakers, excellent talk. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you, sir. Tarun Patni sir is here
Thank you,
around.
sir. Thank
Let
you, sir.
have him, respected chairperson. Tarun Patni sir.
He is
Okay,
not
Arakala
here.
Bas,
He is
Arakala
not-
Bhaskar sir. It's not. Okay, so go back to our secretary Hemant Gangulia sir, followed by Satish Sharma sir, and then vote of thanks. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hemant sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's excellent presentation. It was very nice. But one basic thing I want to say, as doctor, we are always afraid of police. We should not get afraid of police. The number one. Secondly, we should not always think of time consuming. It is a part and parcel. If we want to save ourselves, we have to spare time to go to the police station, to go to the courts and do the things. Otherwise, then just keep quiet. But that will not work now in this era of consumerism, in this era of litigation. One should go positively forward. Therefore, we should have always a good team of criminal lawyers as well as a good team of medical legal experts. Both of them in harmony can guide us for individual doctors to go ahead. I think that is the most important message from this what of both of the talks, and we should be get insured. And always what I the most important, please read terms and conditions for insurance word by word, and AOY is to AOI should be always be 1:1. With that, I thank both the speakers very much and enlightening speeches. Yes, Dr. Satish Sharma sir.
I think we kept these two topics because they have never been discussed as discussed today.
Yeah.
So we became very wiser from today onward. In the first talk, the carry home message is that whenever there is any violence, assault, or anything, immediately you go for the either inform the police or e-filing, e-FIR. Immediately you file it, and later on you go to the police station. So never be scared and afraid and fear about this. In the second part, individual plus the group or the society. In medical chapter of IAP, we also had with the tie-up with one Tokeland, and this was a IAP group, that is case with the IAP, because here the redressal, if anything happen, the IAP or IMA will fight your case. Secondly, everything other company they are floating, as Dr. Pius has told, the cheaper is not always good. They will just, the premium is cheaper, but they don't have their good advocate. They don't have their pan-India presence. So go for a company, as Dr. Venkat Chalpe had told, their track record, in how much time they responded, how much their case were awarded, our case they were sold. So all these, when you go for this thing, first consult this thing. So this is my takeout. And I convey my thanks all both the speakers and both the chairperson. Very excellent, insight on both the topics. Now to our Samir Padwate for vote of thanks.
Okay, I was thinking about Mahapatra sir is not here. Okay. So first, thanks to all the participants who are here. I think that is the best thing what we see every time. And thank you for staying here for longer duration and even till last, so that all of us got enlightened by our excellent speakers today. So I express my first gratitude to Satish Sharma sir and Hemant Gangulia sir and Mahapatra sir as a OB of this medical legal chapter. So to have come with an excellent idea, then bringing excellent speakers every now and then. Like we are doing this from last 3 years, and every time we got the very special people around, maybe advocates, experts, or from the different fields. I express my gratitude also, and thanks to our chairperson, Tarun Patni sir, and having Piyush sir here around and giving their wisdoms here, spoken about the things very well. Excellent speakers today, Pawan Arora sir and as the Venkat Chalapati sir, for having insightful presentations. And obviously you tried to tell us something new, definitely. And I have also made some notes here. I was knowing some part, but then I was feeling that today I got some more part, knowing the way of legal awareness and about the professional indemnity in the other way around. So what are the things which we should think of seriously? Because many people start feeling that we are in the medical legal chapter, so we should know better and better. So that's knowledge is getting further better. So participants' enthusiastic presence and active involvement. I'm sorry if I have made some people not to get answers when they were there, but it's partial that we almost see now from 9 p.m. we started, is almost 23:19. So 2 hours and some time we have done it. And still I am sure many people will have a lot of questions. And thanks to our speakers, they have given us the phone numbers or any queries there. Might be EBOBs can be called off. One more important announcement I want to make it here. We have on the 9th of August, we are getting our first launch of our webinar series as an IP action plan to happen in the Thane. And also we have conference on 10th and 11th of October. That is the national conference going to happen. Both things are in the Mumbai and Mumbai metropolitan areas, Thane. So I want active participation of everybody of you. If you have any questions, please ask any one of us. We are there. Satish Sharma sir is chairperson here and secretary Dr. Gangulia sir. And if you are not the member of medical legal chapter, it's an excellent opportunity you have heard about today. And every now and then we talk about this on our personal WhatsApp, and it's a very secret group. It's not open for everyone. So become a part of it and also help each others. That is the best way what I can say as a part. Nobody's a single person can be a complete knowledgeable, but of course sharing the things, sharing thought process. And obviously we are making that WhatsApp channel is like a totally free of any junk. A junk in the sense, no advertisement, no photographs, only about the legal knowledge. So thanks to Satish Sharma sir. From last 3 years, we are doing this program under his presidential leadership. So I feel sure that the program is over now and we can stop sharing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, sir.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Namaskar, sir.
Good
Namaskar.
night.
Good night.
Namaskar. Good night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone,
Dr.
for this
Namaskar, sir.
opportunity.
Namaskar. Sir, thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Good night.